Hello, my dear friends. How are you? I hope you're good, and I'm also fine here. I welcome you to my channel, English Planet, where I make videos about English grammar, English pronunciation of tricky words, English proverbs, and English idioms. So, in today's video, I'm going to talk about uh, uh, nouns and its types and how to identify a noun in a given sentence. So, but before I could proceed further, I would just like to give a brief introduction about my own self. I'm Sunil. I'm a production engineer. Also, I have a degree in MBA systems from the University of Mumbai, India. So that's about it. And if you like my video, please go ahead and hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And also don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you'll get notification of all the future videos. So that's about it. Let's jump straight into the video. Now, what does a parts of speech mean? It explains how a word is used in the sentence. A word may be used as either a noun or a verb or an adverb and so on. So this is what is meant by parts of speech. Now, what are the different parts of speech? You can see nouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives, preposition, conjunction, interjection, and pronouns. There are in total 8 parts of speech available in English grammar. So this is about parts of speech. Noun. What is a noun? Noun is the name of person, place, animal, or thing. The whole world knows this definition, but there is something more than that, and that is the names of the actions. The names of the actions are also known as nouns. Now let us see some of the examples of nouns. For example, my name is Sunil. Sunil is a noun. Why it is a noun? Because it is name of a person. I stay in Mumbai. Mumbai is a noun. Why Mumbai is a noun? Because it is the name of a place. My favorite animal is dog. Dog is a noun. Why is dog a noun? Because it is the name of an animal. I bought a guitar. Guitar is a noun. Why it is a noun? Because it is the example of a thing. And lastly, name of action. I like skydiving. Please pay attention over here. I like skydiving, or I can say I like swimming, or I love swimming, or I love skydiving. So here in this case, skydiving is the name of an action. So it is a noun. If I say I did skydiving, so in that case, skydiving is an action. So in that case, it will be verb. Or I I do swimming every morning. So in that case, swimming would be a verb because swimming is an action word in that case. Here, swimming is not an action word; it is the name of an action. I like skydiving, so it is a noun and not a verb. Now there are different types of nouns. First one is proper noun. Proper noun is what? A proper noun is a name which refers to a particular place, animal, or thing, and there is no common name to it. And remember, proper noun always begins with a capital letter. I repeat, proper noun it refers to a particular place, person, or a thing, or you can say a specific person, place, or a thing, and it always begins with a capital letter. For example, Mumbai. Mumbai is the name of a city. It is the name of a particular city. It is the name of a particular specific city. So that's why Mumbai is a proper noun. Sunny. Sunny refers to a specific person or a particular person. So Sunny is a proper noun. India. India refers to a particular country. So that's why it's a proper noun. Proper noun are names of places, buildings, bookstores, dogs, cats, months, days, planet, and so on. For example, Mumbai is a proper noun. Taj Mahal is the name of a monument or a building. It's a proper noun. Pawan Super Shop is the name of a grocery store. It's a proper noun. Oriental Bookstore. It is the name of a bookstore. So it's a proper noun. Tommy. Tommy is the name of a dog. So it's a proper noun. Sweetie is the name of a cat. So it's a proper noun. April is the name of a month. So it's a proper noun. Monday is the name of a day. So it's a proper noun. Jupiter is the name of a planet. So it's a proper noun. For example, let us see some of the examples, some of the sentences in which you can see the proper noun being used. He goes for a walk by the river every Monday. Monday is a proper noun. Why? Because it's the name of a day. He has a dog named Poppy. The name of the dog is Poppy. So that's why it's a proper noun. Common noun. Common noun is also known as a generic noun. What is a common noun? Common noun is basically a class or it's a name for something which is common to all for many things, person or places. So what is the example of common noun? Example, country. Country is a common noun. In under the class country, there can be several countries like India, Australia, New Zealand, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Afghanistan. So country is a class. So that's why country is a common noun. So So it can refer to any country, nothing in particular. Does not refer to a particular country. Country is a class. It's a generic name. For example, boy is a common noun, girl is a common noun, dog is a common noun, city, state, countries are all common nouns. For example, under boy, you can get proper nouns such as Sunil, Alex, James, Jeffrey. So boy is a class, so it's a common noun. Girl, under girl, you can get proper nouns such as Seema, Rekha, Judy, Laurel, so on. Dog, under dog, you can get names such as Tommy, Tipu, and so on. Under city, you can get names. So these are all proper nouns, but this is a generic name. City. City is a common noun. Under cities, you can get proper nouns such as Mumbai, Manchester, New York. Under state, you can get proper nouns such as. So state is basically a common noun. So under states, you can get proper nouns such as Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, and so on. And under countries, you can get proper nouns such as India, New Zealand, Australia, Bangladesh, and so on. Country is a common noun. Sydney is, for example, let's have a look at the examples. Sydney is the city he lives in. So in this sentence, there is one proper noun and one common noun. City is a common noun because this is a generic name. It's a class, and Sydney is a proper noun. It's the name of a city. He has a dog named Poppy. Dog is a common noun because it's a class, and Poppy, the name of the dog, is a proper noun. Now, types of common nouns. So there are three types of common nouns. First one is concrete noun, second one is abstract noun, and the third one is collective noun. What is concrete noun? A concrete noun refers to a person, place, or thing that you experience through your five senses. I repeat, concrete noun means you can experience those name of a person, place, animal, or thing through your five senses. The five senses are what? Hear, sight, smell, taste, and touch. Some of the examples are: she put the book on the table. Book is a concrete noun. Why it is a concrete noun? Because you can touch the book. So it is one of the senses being used to exercise to do the exercise on the book. So book is a concrete noun. Would someone please answer the phone? Phone is a concrete noun. Why it is a concrete noun? Because you can hear the phone, you can touch the phone, and you can see the phone. Second one is abstract noun. What is an abstract noun? Abstract noun is basically the opposite of concrete noun. Abstract noun is a noun that cannot be perceived. That cannot be perceived using one of the five senses. What are your five senses? Taste, touch, sight, hearing, and smell. You can only experience it. Remember, in abstract noun, you can only experience the abstract noun, nothing else. Look at some of the examples are bravery, beauty, calmness, charity. You can only experience this. You cannot see, touch, or hear, or smell, or see these words. For example, people have lost faith in banks. Faith is an abstract noun because you can only experience faith. Faith cannot be perceived using the five senses. She will defeat them. Defeat is an abstract noun because you can only experience it. You cannot perceive it using one of the five senses. Abstract nouns will end with the following: shun, for example, suspension, progression; uns, for example, resistance, guidance; ness, for example, kindness, sadness; ity, for example, uniformity, responsibility; ment, for example, shipment, disappointment; hood, for example, adulthood, livelihood; ship, for example, hardship, ownership; shun, mention, ambition. So abstract nouns will end with the following. Now the third type of common noun is a collective noun. What are collective nouns? Collective nouns are basically the collection of people, animal, place, or thing. They are basically the collection, nothing but the collection. For example, a hive of bees, a litter of puppies, a murder of crows, a pack of hounds, and a group of people. So these are basically collective nouns. Now the next type of noun is the material nouns. Material nouns means what? As the name suggests, a material noun is a name for something which is tangible. Tangible means what? You can touch it. Something which is tangible means you can touch it. So that is what is meant by a material noun. For example, I have a cricket bat in my closet. So bat is a material noun. You can touch it. Close it is a material noun. You can touch it. Second one, the bat is made of wood from a tree. Wood and tree are tangible assets, so you can touch them. So that's why they are material nouns. My brother has a mobile phone. Phone is a tangible asset. You can touch the phone. So that's why it's a material noun. And the phone is made of plastic and metal. So plastic, you can touch the plastic, you can touch the metal. So these are material nouns. Now the countable and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns can be counted, as the name itself rings the bell. Countable nouns can be counted. For example, an apple, or one dog, or one horse, or one man, and so on. If you want to ask about the quantity of countable noun, you ask how many. How many apples, or how many dogs, or how many horses, or how many men. MEN. Uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns cannot be counted. For example, air, rice, water, petrol, diesel, money. Money, you might argue that money is countable, but money is not countable. You cannot say one money, two money. So money is an uncountable noun. If you want, you can put rupees in countable nouns, dollars in countable nouns, but money as it is an uncountable noun. And if you want to ask about the quantity of uncountable nouns, you have to ask how much air, how much rice, how much water, and so on. How to identify a noun. This is a very important topic. There are four ways or four methods of how to identify a noun. First method is that noun would appear in front of the articles like a and the, except the proper nouns. Except the proper nouns means what? What is a proper noun? Sunil. Sunil is a proper noun. You cannot say the Sunil, a Sunil, or an Sunil. So I said except proper nouns. So noun would appear in front of articles like a and the, except the proper nouns. You cannot say the, a, and Sunil. First example, the coat is very dirty. So after the article comes the coat, comes coat. So the coat. The is an article, coat is a noun. Which noun is the coat? Common noun. An elephant is crossing the road. So after an comes elephant. So elephant is a noun. Which noun is elephant? Proper noun. A man came and took my mobile phone. So a is an article, man is a noun. Which noun is man? Common noun. Second method, nouns would appear in front of the possessive adjectives. What are possessive adjectives? Examples of possessive adjectives are my, our, his, her, their. For example, I'll get my bag. My is a possessive adjective. So after my comes bag. So bag is a noun. My laptop is not working. After my comes laptop. So laptop is a noun. Your child is not doing well. After your comes child. So child is a noun. Third method, noun would appear in front of the demonstrative adjectives. What are demonstrative adjectives? Demonstrative adjectives are this, that, these, and those. Let us have a look at the example. Those mangoes are yours. Those is a demonstrative adjectives, and mangoes is a noun. Mangoes is a noun. These toys are mine. This is a demonstrative adjective, and toys is a noun. And last method is noun would appear in front of the adjectives. For example, he is a good boy. Good is an adjective and boy is a noun, common noun. He is a selfish person. Selfish is an adjective, person is a noun, common noun. So these are some of the examples of nouns. I hope it was a knowledgeable and learning session for you. And that's it from me. Until next time, bye bye and have a nice time, and thanks for your time. Thank you.